DJ LeKent Brookter, and I'm the Executive Director of Young Community Developers. The organization was founded in the 70s, during the time of folks moving from the rural South coming to major cities like San Francisco, just during a very critical time, I think, in our nation. And one of the things that they were promised when they got to San Francisco were jobs. And come to find out, the folks that had the job said that folks were unqualified. A couple of young people marched down to City Hall, had a conversation with the mayor and demanded funding so that they can train folks in their community to make sure that there were no more excuses to say that they were unqualified and underskilled for those jobs, and that's how YCD was founded. We want to ensure that our community is able to thrive. YCD is still that grassroots organization. One of the things that we've made sure is that we don't drift away from our mission and why the organization exists.
My name is Javon Phillips. I'm the Executive Assistant here at Young Community Developers. Because we've expanded our services, our employees, our capacity, our infrastructure, people don't always see what it is that we're exactly doing in the moment, but that's because I feel like we're doing so much everywhere to make our difference and our impact felt on so many different levels.
We talk to the members of the community. There's also understanding that their needs as human beings are going to shift and pivot. We're in the business of helping people change their lives. And you can't change someone's life if you don't know what it is that they need. See where they are, meet them where they are, ask them what they need, and then develop a plan based upon that.
My name is Dr. Saida Leitatufu Birch. I serve as the Director of the Dreamkeeper Initiative at the San Francisco Human Rights Commission. YCD is critical to San Francisco and to the Baby District because it's Black-led. Too often, organizations in San Francisco are not representative of the communities that they serve.
More than 56% of the individuals that work at the organization live here in the community.
Success at YCD looks like everything I get to see every day. The employees we get to work with, the clients we get to serve, it looks like the impact that we know we're making on a day-to-day basis.
And Young Community Developers is successful because of the amount of lives that we've been able to impact. I think we're an organization that reevaluates and reassesses itself often.
I think we create with the community, but we continue to evolve in ways that the community would also like us to evolve.
An organization that's been around for 50 years, the trials and tribulations that the organization's gone through, but yet it's still here. Healthcare, we think about transportation and the lack of it. We think about the community being a food desert. And so YCD during the pandemic said, okay, we're a food desert, we're gonna deliver food to folks. We were going out, making phone calls, getting surveys and videos, and we were talking to folks in community. We aim to break the cycle of generational poverty. So we went to community and says, what does poverty look like to you, and what does it look like in order for you to get out of it? And that's where SIMV comes into play. Community came back and said, look, all the services that you all provide at Young Community Developers, they're great. They said, you know what? We want something similar to an ice cream truck, and we want you to come to us. I said, okay. I said, bet. I mean, the concept of now being able to take an entire office or an organization that provides 5 pillars to now drive to a community, open up its doors, lift up its windows, and say those 5 pillars that we offer at brick and mortar, now we're offering at your doorstep. How can we really help you guys overcome the barriers that you have? And one of the ways they said you can do it is come to us.
YCD has created the platform for me to use the power that I already organically had, fight back on anti-Black systems, on white supremacist systems, so we can let the larger San Francisco community know that we belong here. I'm going to continue to fight for the life I know that I am worthy of deserving of, and that is exactly what YCD resembles.
So YCD stands for?
Change.
Purpose.
Community.
Uncomfortableness.
Family.
Perseverance. Hope. For love. The struggle. YCD is also an answer when there's questions. YCD to me does not create community. YCD is community.